This is the RV Advisor Podcast with your host, Tom Alexander. Get all the latest information, trends, advice from experts, stories from the road, and more in the world of recreational vehicles. Now, here's Tom.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the RV Advisor Podcast. I'm Tom Alexander, and hey, look who it is. It's Gigi Stetler, and of course, you know, Gigi and I do Gigi Saves the Day, and we have a good time with that show, but it's not often you get on to come on this podcast.
I know, and it feels like I haven't seen you in a million years.
A long time, but you know something? Here we are, and we're excited because actually, folks, the reason Gigi's here is because for a short while we're gonna flip the script. I think that's the best way to put it. The podcast's gonna change a little bit for the next for the foreseeable future, and then we'll come back and tell your stories, of course. But we're still telling stories.
Yes.
But they're kind of like nightmares. They're horror stories.
Horror stories, yeah.
Right? And so that's what we're gonna do. And there's a lot to get. So we're gonna have a new show open.
Yes.
And, you know, it's going to have a different kind of a vibe, but you're going to be here to kind of help us solve the problems, right?
You know, yes. And just to take that one step further, you know, I love our podcast, Tom. You do a fabulous job, and our guests are so vibrant and great and happy and this and that. And I truly believe that is actually representing maybe 1% of the industry right now, you know, so... And RV Advisor was born, you know, for solutions. It was, you know, it was born basically to hold dealers and manufacturers accountable, and that was the whole reason, you know, how we began. Yeah. So I thought, you know, I don't know if you see this stack of papers I have here, but like,
wow, that's a pretty thick stack.
This is just, I ran out of paper, printing paper. So, you know, I probably 2 to 3 emails a week of RV horror stories. 95% of them are Camping World and Marcus Lemonis, and, you know, in fact, there's a whole website of victimsofmarcuslemonis.com, and you know, I browse that, and it's just awful. It's awful. So I thought that, you know what, we need to focus on that. We're going to take this show, and I know a lot of people like a lot of dirt and fun and this and that and like a little, you know, rolling around in the mud, which is exactly what I plan to do here. Yeah. So I thought we'd get to the bottom of some of these cases, and, you know, we're going to reach out to each and every person that has a horror story and does send in something to the Marcus Lemonis victim site, or RVACA or RV Advisor or anywhere. And we're going to give you a voice. We're going to allow, you know, we're going to put you on the podcast. So we're going to do 2 podcasts a week, and, you know, having these guests, let them tell their story. We want you to be able to get your story out to hundreds of thousands of people, because what's happening, literally, they go to, you know, the victim site, and, you know, it's nice, whatever, but I believe there's, you know, maybe 700 or 800, you know, web visitors monthly, which is nowhere near the audience that we have on RV Advisor and our podcast. So, you know, where we're having, you know, hundreds of thousands. So, with that said, you know, and I thought, let me just give you a sample of some of the stuff. Let me put my glasses on, but just, you know, just some of the samples of the headlines of what people write in. This will be my first and only purchase from Camping World. I have emailed corporate, threatened calling my lawyer, and they still won't reply. I was an employee of Camping World, and they're fraudulently, prior to ever doing business. Oh, that's interesting. It's the employees, mainly the managers, steal from the company by making false numbers, false customers, and fake reviews to fatten their paycheck. The service departments are a joke. They hire anyone, even with no experience, and use YouTube videos on how to do repairs they pretend that they're working on. The insurance companies to fix, and they never even make contact. Okay, interesting. Well, I will never buy from Camping World again. Okay, they told us it was our problem. Heard that before. This type of business should not even be happening. I hear that a million times. Yeah. Do not purchase any warranties from them. They're worthless. even their employees say not to buy their services and do business with them.
Well, that's pretty. That's telling it like it is. I guess.
Here, I'm making payments on something I don't even have possession of. Oh my God, it just goes on and on and on. So let's get these people on this podcast. Let's tell their stories, and let's try to help them. And then one step further, I'm going to review and vet every one of these stories, these podcasts. I'm going to vet them, and if I feel that I can have a solution, I'm going to come back on, Tom, the week after, and we'll bring that guest back on, and we'll try. It's going to be like the people's court.
Wow, okay.
It'll be the people's court. And
time to polish off the gavel, folks. We got to get and see what happens.
Yep. So that's our plan, and we're going to find out who's responsible, dealer, manufacturer, what's going on here. But it is going to be the people's court.
There you go. There you go. By the way, if you want to, we're gonna put up some names that you can choose. Maybe we'll throw a little contest out there, and the prophet and the prey, the scam and the solution. Let's see. Deal with the devil. Speak of the devil. Any one of these might
RV
work.
Devils.
RV devils, and there's a few of those that we know.
And then there's the usual RV horror stories, which. But maybe we could put a nice little title to that, because that's basically what they are. We'd love your input, and like you said, Tom, we'll make a little contest out of it, and it'd be fun.
So we will beginning here next time. We're going to be presenting these stories to you and hearing your stories. And the solution is also key, because it really is important, and no one better to solve your RV issues than this lady right here, Gigi Stetler.
I got it. The RV Advisors People's Court.
Oh, there you go. All right. Well, that's a distinct possibility. All right. Well, listen, folks. We will be back soon with our, I guess you could call it our pilot episode of this new direction. And of course, we'll be, we'll also down the line, we'll get back to sharing some tales from the road as well. But until then, until we start solving some of your problems, this is going to be the new direction of the show. For Gigi Stetler, our producer, A.B. Batista, and the whole team here at the RV Advisor Podcast, I'm Tom Alexander, thanking you for watching and listening. We'll see you next time. So long, everybody.
Bye.
Did you enjoy this video? Be sure to like, comment, and share, and hit the bell icon. Remember, ding ding, so that you're notified when new videos are uploaded. As always, don't forget to subscribe.